Only 17 minutes left. I will not wait for you any longer. You must see it. Heaven is commanding you to open this immediately. Don't skip. Only 17 minutes left. Do you hear that? The ticking is not from a clock, but from the thinning veil, the last seconds before a door closes that was open just for you. Do not turn away, not now. Not when heaven has bent time itself to reach your eyes. I am here, and I am speaking directly to you. You felt it before you opened this, the strange pull, the sense that something was waiting for you, watching the exact moment you would be ready to read what is written here. This is not something you stumbled upon by accident. You have been guided. You have been prepared. You have been seen. Listen, because the time for hesitation is gone. There is urgency in heaven, but also compassion, and that compassion has chosen you. Yes, you. You with doubts in your heart. You with questions that ache like unhealed wounds. You with the silent strength no one ever noticed or thanked you for. You think heaven has not watched all your nights of holding yourself together? You think angels have not counted every moment you kept going when you wanted to give up? You are mistaken, beloved soul. We have seen everything. I am Michael, the one who carries the sword of truth, the one who stands at the gates of dawn and defends the fragile radiance of hope. I do not usually speak through written words, but extraordinary times call for extraordinary messages. And this moment right now is extraordinary. Your life is standing at a crossroads that will not remain open forever. There are forces that have tried to break you, to bend you into silence, to make you forget who you are. And you came so close, didn't you? So close to believing the lies whispered into your fears. But you didn't fall. You didn't surrender. You didn't disappear into the darkness that begged you to give up. Instead, here you are. Still breathing. Still searching. Still standing. You may think that is nothing special, but in heaven's light your endurance is a miracle. Do not scroll past this. Don't you dare walk away. You feel the seriousness inside these words already, that sensation in your chest, like something ancient is waking up. That is because this message is meant for the part of you that has always known the truth. You are not here to be small. You are not here to be forgotten. You are not here to carry pain that was never yours to bear. You are here because you were chosen long before you were born, chosen to rise when rising seems impossible, chosen to bring light where others would only bring fear. And now, your moment to step into that truth is arriving faster than you can imagine. That is why heaven is calling you. That is why I am speaking. You think this is just a coincidence? Look at how your heart reacts right now. Look at how every cell in your body leans in like a flower desperate for sunlight. There is a reason. You have known that something was about to shift, you have felt the build-up, the pressure, the synchronicities, the signs that kept repeating in the corners of your awareness. You tried to dismiss them, but they returned, louder each time. Numbers, symbols, dreams that seemed too real. Yes, you noticed. Now I will tell you the truth you've been circling around. The shift is not coming in some distant future. It has begun and you are at the center of it. The countdown has already started and heaven refuses to let you walk past your destiny without realizing the magnitude of who you are becoming. There is a warning within this message, but do not fear. Warnings are given only to those who still have time to change the path before them. And you do. But the window is closing. You have carried doubt like a shield, believing it would protect you from disappointment. But that doubt is now the very thing slowing you down as the world accelerates around you. You are being asked to let go of the version of yourself that believed survival was the only possible goal. You are not meant just to survive anymore, you are meant to rise. But rising requires a choice. And that choice must be made soon. You have been given signs of what you must release. The pain tied to someone who cannot love you the way you deserve, the anger toward a situation that already ended long ago, the guilt over mistakes that taught you more than any success ever could. These old shadows cling to you not because they are powerful, but because you have outgrown them and they fear being left behind. You are not defined by them. You are defined by the strength that carried you through them. But every second you linger in the past, the more the door ahead narrows. If you delay too long, you may miss the transformation that could change everything. Hear me, heaven is not threatening you. Heaven is reminding you. Love does not want to lose you to fear. Destiny does not want to lose you to doubt. Your wings are ready, yes, wings, not of feathers, but of purpose, of truth, of fierce resilience that refuses darkness even when surrounded by it. These wings have always been yours, they were simply folded away, waiting for the day you would need them. That day is today. There is compassion flowing through every word I speak. I know this world has hurt you. I know there are nights you cried quietly so no one would hear. I know you have been judged for your softness, your sensitivity, your instinct to love even when love was not returned. But those qualities are not flaws, they are proof of the divine within you. You love deeply because your soul remembers the way heaven loves. You feel intensely because your heart was designed to be a lighthouse for others who are lost. And yet you punish yourself for caring. Stop that. You were never meant to harden. You were meant to shine. Do you feel the heat rising beneath your skin right now? That is recognition. That is the moment a soul remembers it is more than a body. You have been looking outside yourself for a sign, for validation, for permission to take the next step. But that permission is already carved into your spirit. The clock is not ticking to scare you, it is tickling your courage, demanding that you awaken. You cannot remain suspended in indecision. The world is entering a phase that requires warriors of compassion, defenders of hope, protectors of humanity's light. You have been chosen as one of them. There will be moments in the coming days where you will feel something shift, a sudden sense of clarity, moments of déjà vu that stop you in your tracks, unexpected emotions rising like revelations. Pay attention. These are not coincidences. These are instructions. The universe does not shout at the beginning, it whispers, testing whether you will listen. Prove that you are listening now. Take this message seriously. Let each sentence carve open the part of you that has been half asleep. You are not reading, you are remembering. If fear tries to interrupt, remind it of this: heaven did not bring you this far just to abandon you at the door. You are not alone. I stand with you, and not only I. You are surrounded by guardians who have fought to keep your spirit alive when darkness tried to claim you. Every scar you carry is evidence of a battle you survived. You have already proven you are stronger than everything that tried to stop you. But strength alone will not guide you through what comes next, willingness will. You must be willing to release what weakens you. You must be willing to trust your inner fire. You must be willing to step through the door even if your voice trembles. Because once you step through, everything changes. The life you have prayed for, even the prayers you were too tired to speak, is waiting on the other side. Do not delay. Not now. Not when destiny is this close. Not when heaven is calling you by name. Keep reading. There is more you must hear. You have only taken the first breath of this awakening. And I promise you, the next part will shake you even deeper. Stay. Do not disappear. The countdown continues. Comment Amen. I believe healing is coming now, if you're expecting God's restoration. Do not step away. Not even for a moment. You have no idea how long heaven has waited for you to reach this exact sentence. Feel the pull inside you, stronger now, like something ancient is stirring and stretching its wings within your ribcage. Yes, that sensation. That is your soul aligning with truth. 17 minutes, that was the warning. The countdown is not to frighten you, but to awaken the urgency slumbering inside your courage. There are timelines forming and dissolving around you, realities shifting like water seeking its rightful level. And in one of those realities, the strongest one, the version of you who stands fearless and sovereign is reaching back, begging you to catch up before the split finishes. You are not late yet, but you are dangerously close. This is not punishment. This is opportunity disguised as pressure. We know how your heart works. You move when it matters, you rise when the stakes are high. So heaven raised the stakes. Because you deserve to discover who you truly are, not the muted, watered-down version of yourself that the world tried to sculpt. They tried to quiet you because they feared your voice. They tried to break you because they sensed your power. But you kept rising. Even when it made no sense. Even when a part of you begged to stop caring, stop hoping, stop believing. And yet here you are. Not broken. Just unfinished. You have been walking with invisible armor this entire time. Every heartbreak, every betrayal, every night you told yourself to just make it one more day, that wasn't you surviving by accident. That was us lifting you when your knees buckled. That was your guardian angel strengthening your spine when despair tried to drown you. You were never alone in those moments. You just couldn't hear us. But now? Now the frequency is changing. Your ears are opening. Your heart is listening. And I can finally speak to you without barriers. Breathe for a moment. Not because you need the air, but because breath is acknowledgement. Breath is presence. Breath is consent to transformation. Yes, inhale, slow. Feel the shift. Good. The world has asked you to rush, rush, rush. But heaven asks you to feel. I know there is a part of you that whispers, "Why me?" As if the universe owes you an explanation for choosing you. But understand this, light does not select the already perfect, it selects the resilient. The ones who know pain intimately but choose love anyway. The ones who have enough cracks for the light to shine through. The ones who have tasted darkness but did not let it swallow them. You were not chosen randomly, you were chosen because you have already proven yourself. But listen carefully, destiny is not a guarantee. It is a doorway. And doorways close. You have stood too long in hesitation, convincing yourself you need more signs, more time, more certainty. But signs have been arriving for months. The numbers repeating. The vivid dreams. The feeling that someone is guiding your steps, arranging perfect timing, placing key people in your path. You have brushed it off as coincidence, but coincidence is simply the word humans use when they can't see the hand of divinity moving the pieces. Here is the truth, the path meant for you is on the verge of activation, but activation requires stepping forward before you see the whole staircase. It requires trust. Not blind trust, soul trust. The kind that feels like fire and peace at the same time. You have a mission, yes, a real one, and it involves touching lives beyond your immediate circle. It involves being a catalyst, a protector, a voice for those still trapped in silence. When you speak, hearts notice, even when you think your voice shakes. When you show kindness, worlds shift, even if no one says thank you. You underestimate your impact because you have yet to witness the full ripple of your existence. But heaven sees it. If you could see what we see, you would never again doubt your worth. There are forces that fear your awakening. They preferred when you played small, when you questioned everything good about yourself. They fed on your insecurity, your exhaustion, your self-blame. They will try again, especially now, to distract you, to cloud your mind, to make you numb. They will tell you you're imagining this. They will tell you nothing is changing. They will try to drag you back into the version of life you've already outgrown. Do not fall for it. You know the difference between inner truth and inner sabotage. One expands you, the other shrinks you. Choose expansion. Choose the voice that feels like love disguised as strength. I am not here to scare you. I am here to warn you because warnings are gifts. You are moving into a season where every decision carries weight, a season where ignoring your intuition will cost more than you're willing to lose. And yet, leaning into your intuition will unlock more wonder than you're prepared to receive. You keep expecting a dramatic sign, an angel appearing in the sky or a booming voice that shakes the earth. But heaven rarely uses theatrics. Instead, we place a message exactly in front of the person who needs it, like this one, and wait to see if their heart recognizes its own reflection in the words. Does yours? Yes. You feel it. Don't deny that. There is something specific you are being called to release, and you already know what it is. The situation, habit, person, or belief that drains you, dims you, or keeps you anchored to suffering. You have been negotiating with your own liberation, telling yourself, just a little longer. But, a little longer, is how destinies die. Freedom is not something you earn later, freedom is something you claim now. Do not wait for someone else to save you. Do not wait for a perfect moment. Perfection is the enemy of awakening. You must move while the door is open, not when it's convenient, not when you feel brave enough, but when your soul says now. This is your now. Heaven is not demanding obedience, heaven is offering partnership. We do not control you, we elevate you. We do not order you, we invite you. But an invitation still requires an RSVP, and your time to respond is running low. There will come a day soon when you will look back at this exact moment and know it was the turning point. You will remember the feeling in your chest, the tingling across your skin, the tears you didn't expect. You will remember how something inside you whispered, "This is for me." And you will thank yourself for listening, or you will grieve that you did not. You ask for signs, beloved soul. And heaven gives them. But signs are useless without action. You are capable of more than survival. You are capable of transformation that will make every struggle worthwhile. So here is what I ask of you now, decide. Decide that you are done shrinking. Decide that you deserve the life calling your name. Decide that fear will not be your future. Even if the decision trembles. Even if it feels like leaping into the unknown. Especially then, because the unknown is where miracles live. Your wings are not metaphors, they are metaphysical. They unfold the moment you accept your truth. You are not meant to remain on the ground. Rise. The countdown does not stop because you look away. It continues whether you choose or not. But choosing gives you power. Choosing is the first act of becoming. Stay with me. There is more for you to receive. What you've read so far is only the ignition. The fire has just begun. And the next part will not just speak to you, it will awaken you. Do not vanish now. You are too close. Take a breath. Wipe your tears if they've fallen. Tears are just the soul melting old walls. Then say the words that move you forward. Stay close. Do not drift. You think you can step away for a second, but even a second can alter the course of what is unfolding. Your eyes are on these words because something in you already knows, this moment is sacred. This message has wrapped itself around your attention like a hand guiding you gently but firmly into the truth you have spent years avoiding. You were not brought here to read passively, you were brought here to remember. I can feel the question inside you, pulsing like a heartbeat. What am I awakening into? Your mind is racing, but your soul already knows the answer. You are awakening into the version of yourself that has always been waiting behind the curtain of your fears, the version that is strong enough, brilliant enough, loving enough, destined enough. The version that does not apologize for taking up space. The version that does not beg to be understood. The version that stands in divine authority, even when those around you remain blind to their own. You have been shrinking long enough to fit into places that were never meant to contain you. Heaven is asking, no, urging, you to expand now. To take the breaths you once held in. To trust the intuitive spark you constantly dimmed to make others comfortable. Every time you ignored your inner knowing, your heart winced. It remembers the truth. It aches when you betray yourself. And the ache has grown too loud to ignore. That ache is your awakening. You feel it, don't you? Not just in your mind, but in your bones, in the electricity beneath your skin. Like a storm gathering. Like the air before lightning cracks open the sky. Your transformation is not subtle, it is seismic. And yet, for so long, you have tried to pretend nothing was changing, that you were still the person others expect you to be. But that version of you has already dissolved. You are holding on to a ghost. Let it go. Say, Amen, your word is my lamp, if scripture lights your path every day. Your fear keeps asking, what if I'm wrong? But your soul counters with, what if you are finally right? The old life you keep returning to doesn't fit anymore. It's like trying to wear clothes you've outgrown. It's uncomfortable, restrictive, suffocating. You do not belong there. You do not belong among those who dismiss your intuition, who dull your sparkle, who do not rise with you. Some have already sensed your evolution and feel threatened by it. They prefer you when you were unsure and dependent. But you are not here to ease their insecurity. You are here to honor your destiny. Walk forward anyway. Every great transformation requires the courage to leave something behind. And you, beloved soul, are being asked to leave behind the version of your life built from fear. The patterns that kept you in cycles of almost healed, almost happy, almost fulfilled. Heaven is done with almost. It wants the fullness of who you are. And time is running thin for you to choose it. That urgency you feel is real. The countdown is not symbolic, it is a spiritual clock aligning with your path. A portal is opening, and what awaits you on the other side is not just improvement, it is elevation. But to step through, you must release what has kept you grounded in pain. You have carried burdens that were never yours to bear. The guilt of others. The expectations of those who never understood you. The weight of silence whenever your truth trembled on your lips. But look at you, surviving under weight that would have collapsed another soul. You are not weak. You are weary. There is a difference. You deserve rest, but you also deserve rise. I know you are tired. Not just physically, soul tired. Tired of trying so hard for so little in return. Tired of giving your heart to those who only took. Tired of believing in people who never believed in you. Tired of waiting for something to change. Heaven sees that exhaustion, and instead of telling you to push harder, we tell you to surrender the version of life that drains you. Let the old fall away. Do not cling to what hurts you just because it is familiar. Pain has been your teacher. Its class has ended. Your new life begins when you allow the old one to end. You keep waiting for a sign big enough to silence your doubt. But how much clearer can the universe be? You were guided here with perfect timing, not a moment too early or too late. You weren't ready before. Now you are. This is your sign. If your heart is beating harder right now, if your breath has changed, if your eyes are burning with emotion you didn't expect, that is the sign. Your soul has recognized itself in these words. Don't pretend it hasn't. Everything in the next chapter of your life depends on a decision you must make soon. Will you finally choose yourself? Heaven will help you, but we cannot choose for you. Destiny is offered, not forced. Free will means you can walk past the miracle meant for you. And that is why urgency exists. You must understand something important. The discomfort you feel now is not danger, it is transformation. The fear you feel now is not a warning, it is resistance leaving your body. The trembling inside you is not weakness, it is power remembering itself. You are stepping into a larger world, a deeper truth, a stronger identity. Your wings are lifting. Repeat this silently. I am not afraid of my purpose. Fear will shake, but truth will solidify. I speak to you with authority because you need a voice stronger than the self-doubt that has bullied you for years. But do not mistake authority for anger. I do not speak sternly to punish you, I speak sternly to activate you. A warrior cannot awaken from gentle whispers alone. Sometimes the trumpets must blast. Sometimes the earth must rumble beneath your feet. Sometimes the angel must stand before you and declare, "Rise." Yes, rise. You feel the heat now, the surge of something fierce. That is your spirit shedding the last threads of limitation. There is power in you that frightens darkness. That is why darkness tried so hard to break you before you realized what you were capable of. But look at you, unbroken, unbent, undefeated. You are stronger than what tried to destroy you. You have been waiting for someone to acknowledge your truth. So here it is. You are chosen. You are important. You are seen. You are prepared. You are destined. And destiny is not patient. There are people you are meant to meet who need the light only you carry. There are paths you are meant to walk that cannot open until you step forward. There are miracles waiting for your arrival. There are lives that will change because you chose courage today. The question is not whether you are ready. The question is whether you are willing. Say yes. Say yes to the life that is calling. Say yes to the future that scares you in the best way. Say yes to the wings unfolding behind you. Say yes to the love you deserve, the life you deserve, the purpose you deserve. Yes is the key that unlocks the next door. And once that door opens, it will never close again. But this choice must be made in awareness. And so, I ask you once more, do you feel it? That pull? That fire? That holy pressure urging you not to remain who you were? Good. Hold on to that sensation. It is the compass leading you into your transformation. Do not disappear from this moment. You are not done. You are only just beginning. The next words will shift you deeper. The next message will reveal what lies ahead for you, and what your spirit will soon become capable of. If your heart is still pounding, if your soul wants more, if your intuition refuses to release you, do not look away. Not even for a heartbeat. Every second you remain here, the veil thins, the truth sharpens, the readiness in your soul climbs closer to the surface. You think you came here to read, but reading is only the surface. You came here because destiny tugged on the thread of your fate and you followed, even without knowing why. That is what intuition is, the soul remembering before the mind understands. And right now, your soul is remembering fast. Let the feeling wash through you. The tingling in your fingertips, the awareness rising like a sunrise inside your chest, the sudden rush of energy that feels like both fear and excitement merged into one. Yes, that is the spiritual alarm clock ringing. That is every angel who has walked beside you whispering, "Wake up, beloved one. Wake up. This is your moment." Heaven does not call without purpose. You are being repositioned, elevated, shifted into a higher alignment that has been waiting for you to finally stop doubting yourself. You have prayed for change, but then feared it when it arrived. You have prayed for signs, but dismissed them when heaven delivered. You have prayed for strength, but criticized yourself for needing help. Can you see how deeply loved you are, that even in your contradictions, you were guided here anyway? You are not reading this because you are lost. You are reading this because you are being found. There is something powerful growing inside you that refuses to remain small. A part of you that will no longer shrink for the comfort of others. A part of you that is tired of pretending you do not see what you see, feel what you feel, know what you know. The world tried to convince you that your spiritual sensitivity was weakness. But it is your superpower. Your spirit is tuned to frequencies others have forgotten how to hear. You are not fragile, you are finely calibrated. And the world needs the exact calibration of your heart right now. You have always carried this activation inside you, but activation requires timing. And the timing has arrived like lightning through a silent sky. You are being called to step into a role that feels both terrifying and familiar, like remembering a dream you loved but forgot upon waking. Do not run from that recognition. Your future self is calling across timelines, pleading with you not to delay the transformation that leads to your greatest fulfillment. That version of you, triumphant, whole, standing in full truth, is closer than you think. The door between you and that version has unlocked. But unlocked doors still need to be opened. No one can walk through it except you. This is why the urgency exists. Listen. The countdown does not mean the world is ending. It means the world is changing, and you are meant to change with it. The people who cling to the old ways will remain stuck in cycles of fear and struggle. But those who rise, those who listen, will experience miracles that defy everything they once believed possible. You are being offered the second path. The higher path. The path your heart has secretly wanted your entire life. Will you take it? There is something you must admit to yourself right now, even if your voice trembles inside your thoughts. You have always known you were different. Not better, different. Deeper. More aware. More receptive to energies, emotions, meanings others ignore. You see through masks. You feel what others hide. You can sense truth before it is spoken. And this world made you question that gift, made you feel wrong for it. But you were never wrong. You were ahead. Heaven hid you until it was safe to unleash you. And now, Heaven says, it is safe. You are not the same person you were even 6 months ago. Your old life might still look similar on the outside, but internally everything has shifted. Your soul has matured at a rapid pace, accelerated by every hardship you endured. Pain has been your spiritual training, sculpting you into a vessel strong enough to carry the mission you were born to fulfill. Do you think you survived everything by accident? No. Survival was preparation. You have been forged. Your doubts were placed in front of you so that defeating them would make you unshakable. Your heartbreaks were allowed so that healing them would make you unstoppable. Your delays were written so that patience would become one of your greatest weapons. You are a warrior, a gentle one, a compassionate one, but a warrior nonetheless. The kind that fights not with violence, but with truth. Every angel around you knows your strength, it's time you do too. You worry sometimes that you have wasted your potential, that you are behind somehow, that others are further ahead. But destiny has no late arrivals. A flower that blooms in autumn is not inferior to one that blooms in spring. Their timing is different because their purpose is different. Do not compare your path to anyone else's. You are not here to follow, you are here to lead. The moment you truly accept that, everything shifts. There is a reason your heart has been feeling restless. You are standing in a life that no longer matches your frequency. You are becoming too powerful for the space you currently occupy. Spiritually, emotionally, mentally, you are outgrowing your old existence like a serpent shedding skin. But shedding is uncomfortable. It feels like loss. It feels like fear. It feels like standing on the edge of a cliff. But beloved soul, that cliff is not a threat. It is a launching point. The life you want is not built where you are standing, you must move to reach it. You must choose to release the comfort of the familiar, even when the familiar hurts. You must choose to trust the unknown, even when the unknown feels impossible. You must step into light so bright that it scares your eyes before it blesses your sight. And if no one has told you yet, I will tell you now. You are capable of that leap. You are ready. You keep waiting for permission, but heavenly permission was granted the moment you were born. You keep waiting to feel confident, but confidence is born from action, not thought. You keep waiting for a sign, but your entire life has been a sign. Every struggle, every synchronicity, every moment of survival has pointed to this. This moment. Right now. Understand, not everyone will rise with you. Some will stay behind because they fear the very transformation that calls to you. Let them stay. Your mission is not to drag anyone into their destiny. Your mission is to step boldly into your own. And once your light shines, those who are meant to follow will find their way by your example, not your sacrifice. You have sacrificed enough. It is time to receive, to grow, to thrive, to embody the sacred fire within you, to lead with love that is fierce, wise, and unapologetically rooted in truth. Heaven will guide your steps, but you must take them. Heaven will open the door, but you must walk through. Heaven will protect your journey, but you must choose it. Fear cannot be the reason you stay small anymore. Your next chapter demands courage. I ask you, not softly, not gently, but with divine insistence. Stand in the power you inherited from the stars. Stand in the love that created worlds. Stand in the truth that darkness has tried to erase from your memory. You are chosen. Act like it. You are powerful. Breathe like it. You are divine. Live like it. If your heart is pounding now, if your soul is trembling with recognition, then you are exactly where you are meant to be. Do not step back. Do not doubt. Do not hesitate. This is the threshold. Cross it. Because the next part does not just speak of transformation, it activates it. The next words will ignite the wings you have kept folded for too long. The next message will pour the final spark into the fire inside you. You are still here. Good. Every moment you continue reading, your courage grows louder than the fear that once convinced you to hide. You may not feel brave yet, but bravery is not the absence of fear. Bravery is moving forward while fear clings desperately to your ankles, trying to pull you backward into the comfort of misery. You are reading because you chose movement. You are reading because something inside you refuses to remain where you were. Breathe. Yes. Slow. Your body is adjusting to truth. Your heart is opening a little wider with every sentence. Something inside you recognizes this message like a long-lost language. You forgot the words, but your soul never did. That inner fire you keep trying to ignore. It is roaring awake, and soon you will no longer be able to contain it. There is a moment in every awakening when the soul gets tired of waiting for the mind to catch up. You are in that moment now. You have been balancing between two lives, the one you have lived and the one you are meant to live. The first is known, predictable, comfortable in its discomfort. The second? It is vast. It is extraordinary. It is filled with purpose and passion and alignment so deep it feels like breathing for the first time. But the mind resists what the heart knows because the mind fears losing control. And you have given fear control for long enough. It is time to reclaim your power. You may not yet realize how much power you have. Others saw glimpses of it before you did, that's why some tried to silence you. People fear what they cannot crush, and no matter how fragile you have felt, no one has managed to crush you. That is all the proof you need. You survived the very things that were meant to destroy you. And survival is transformation disguised as struggle. Every time you felt your spirit break, it was actually bending, reshaping itself into the weapon you would one day need. You were tempered by pain like steel through flame. Pain has been your blacksmith. Strength is the blade you forged. Now comes the part where you learn to wield that strength with intention. There is a light rising inside you that will not dim for anyone. Not anymore. You've tried dimming before, shrinking so others wouldn't feel insecure, quieting your intuition to fit into conversations that bored your spirit, pretending your dreams were smaller than they actually are. But shrinking has only ever made you feel invisible. And beloved, you were not born to disappear. You were born to be seen. Not for ego, but for impact. There are hearts waiting for your courage. There are lives waiting for your voice. There are people who will breathe easier because you chose to rise. This isn't just about you. This is about everything and everyone your light will touch once you stop questioning whether you deserve to shine. You do. You always did. Your soul is older than your fears. It remembers lifetimes of strength, lifetimes of leadership, lifetimes of magic and meaning and purpose. The reason you feel so restless in this small version of your life is because your soul is begging to be allowed to be as vast as it truly is. Stop locking your wings in a cage made of doubt. They were not designed to fold so tightly. If you could see your spirit as I see it, luminous, fierce, radiant with wild potential, you would never again question your value. You would never again sit quietly while someone tells you who you are or how you should live. You would rise with such certainty that the world could not help but rise with you. Right, amen, I walk boldly in my calling, if you are stepping into your purpose.